platforms, most of them, honestly. I mean, not all of them are ready for us, honestly. It's a Manic Monday, and I'm your host, Sam Linderman. And I'm so happy to be with you here tonight, live from 10835 Santa Monica Boulevard. I think it's always good to remind people of the address that they're at, you know, and I don't know, I think that's so important. Comedy is such a beautiful thing, and it is alive. It is not dead. I feel like every time I tell somebody I do comedy, maybe this isn't your experience, well, people have told me, they go, Sam, don't tell people you do comedy, like, don't do it. And I was like, one, I am not the best liar. You know, it's like I have to come up with like a moonlight gig, you know, it's like I would sound like Batman, like I'm a comedian, like it's not a big deal, you know what I mean? Like, let me just say it, like I do it frequently, to the point where I would want to say it. But basically I tell people I'm a comedian and they say, you poor thing. Poor thing! You can't say anything anymore. I don't know what it is that person telling me that, like I'm like, so tell me what you want to say. All of a sudden I'm like comedian's a therapist. I'm like, so what do you want to say? What is it that you want? Is it your wife maybe? You know, it's like let's just get down to it right away. But say what you want to say. This is your time. I'm so excited to be a comedian. I just wanted to say that if you didn't know, from my Three Stooges t-shirt. I just felt like maybe letting people know, even on the Uber ride here. I was like, he needs to know this is what I do. The one person I wouldn't tell that you're a comedian to is probably your dentist. If you've ever felt hostage at an open mic, at a comedy show, at a poetry show, at anywhere, there's no feeling like telling that your dentist you're a comedian and he starts telling jokes when you physically can't say anything. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh God, he's like this tall. I know, I'm kidding. I'm not. It's true. He's like, I'm so glad I can tell these jokes and not get canceled because you're a comedian. And then he goes, right, SC? To the most beautiful dental hygienist I've ever seen. You know what I mean? I mean, I could only tell by her eyebrows because she was wearing a mask. But he was like, right, SC? And she was like, yes, dentist. Because all a dentist wants to hear is like the word dentist. I mean, it's not doctor, so I'm confused. Anyways, shout out dentist. It's so important. Oral health's so important. No mean to talk bad about that. But tonight you will get 10 minutes. At 8 minutes, you're gonna get a red light. If somebody from my team could show me really quick, it's just gonna look like this, and you get 2 minutes. Boom. And then if you're done, what does it look like? You're gonna be like, why is that light flashing at me? It means you're done. Shout out the team working tonight. Please give it up for Jason Ham, our in-house producer, everybody. Give it up for Jackie. Give it up for Cece. Sunda, we miss you. Mark, we always miss you. I'm from LA. Anybody else? Right. You're from here. Your heart's from here. Like, yeah. I love when people talk poorly about Los Angeles. I tell them the same thing every time, which is leave. You know what I mean? I'm like, even to Sacramento, you know, there's so many places to be in California. If you don't like the traffic, it's mostly my dad. My dad's lived here his whole life. He's like, the traffic is so bad today, Samantha, today. And I'm like, what about yesterday and tomorrow? You know what I mean? Cool. Welcome. Sign right in. Everybody give it up for Griffin. Perfect. It's so rare to walk in and people do that, but that's LA School of Comedy. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh, this is probably a perfect time to talk about the Thumbs Up app. So we post you guys on Instagram on our stories. And I feel like you should all be posting yourselves as comedians, as entertainers, as performers. And now with the Thumbs Up app, what is that? It's free. You download it. You can post through Instagram and get paid $10 just to post. I know it sounds, you know, too good to be true. But ask me after the show. I felt like that was probably a great time to do a live advertisement. It was also, I'm using this as a self-tape for my radio auditions. No, I'm kidding. Radio's not dead either. None of it's dead. It's all alive. What else could I say that hasn't been said? I mean, yes, I did work retail. You know, I haven't always done this. I used to work at a very well-known American business. I feel so proud of it that I felt comfortable stating that it's Bath and Body Works. I used to work at Bath and Body Works. And, you know, I put in my 2 weeks and nobody cried, and that was really hard for me. Griffin's like, I watched it at the best time. No, and that was really hard for me. But I had a fabulous position called greeter, but I was constantly being told I was saying too many words. They didn't want me to say, how are you? I went from, hi, welcome to Bath and Body Works, how are you doing? My name is Sam, to hi, welcome, enter to the left. And that was hard, you know, to know that I could be replaced by like a cardboard cutout with like a motion detector. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I do get really upset at the robots delivering food just because I'm like, you are better than me. Like you're better, you know what I mean? You don't talk back to the manager, you get shit done. I can't relate. Coco's getting stuff done. You should have seen the way that this food delivery robot stopped when it saw my Pitbull lab on Santa Monica Boulevard, okay? I don't know what it was, but I was like, come here. Okay, I have a dog. She's so sweet, right? But she's like scared of men. They abused her, you know what I mean? Like, it's scary. I mean, anyways. I feel like people talk about their dogs in a way that we can't even talk about ourselves. We're like, listen, she might bite a man. She's a little bit skittish, but she's a sweetheart. She is. But she saw this robot. She's like, what is that? I mean, it blinks at you. You've seen them, right? Clap if you've ever seen a robot delivering food on the street. I mean, did I need those claps or what? No. One time, an Orthodox Jewish man came up to me and he goes, excuse me, miss. What are those robots? And I'm Jewish, so I knew right away. I was like, I was like, oh my God, I have to call my mom. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna think I'm in love. Because she can sense it. Somehow my mom just calls me when she thinks I might be in love with like a Jewish man. But basically, he was like, what are those robots? I was like, they deliver food. And I was like, where are you from? He said, New Jersey. I said, I wish I was from New Jersey. I love New Jersey. Shout out New Jersey. But who's ready for our first comedian tonight? Yeah. Please give some love, because they are in this room. They're one of you. Please give it up for an LA School of Comedy regular, the one, the only, Patty, everybody! Bring her up to the stage. You love him, you know you want to see him here.
Hold on, do that again. Do that one more time.
Okay. Yeah, come on in. Oh my God, welcome. Hey! Welcome! Everybody give it up for Anya. I'm not gonna know everybody's name we want food, or I'm just showing off. I'm seeing how many people's names I will know. You haven't heard me say this before. I'm gonna say it for the first time ever tonight, and tonight only, and maybe even Friday and probably next Monday. This is an LA School of Comedy regular. He's a local celebrity. He's here tonight. You're glad to know him. You're happier to see him. Please give it up for the one, the only, Patty, everybody!
Give me some more, Patty. Woo! All right, baby. Come on. Look at this. Yeah, man. This is good. Jay, how you doing? You doing okay? What do you think of all this? I was feeling so good tonight after the day today. I was feeling really good, you know. So I thought maybe I'd get in my car and drive 32 minutes and pay $10 to be mildly ignored by my peers. That's you guys. But not here. Not at this mic. No, this is the mic where, give yourself a round of applause. You've made it here. You've made it here. You're not at home. You're not sitting on the couch. You know, and I know it's expensive. It's expensive to go out. You know, gas is expensive. I don't even buy it anymore. I just buy cocaine and run everywhere. I do. I have cocaine and run. This half of the room is asleep. This one I got a little bit. But you guys can do better than that. I think I have faith in you. Sarush is here. Sarush. I want to make a wig out of your hair. I want to make a wig out of your hair. I do. Look at that. That is fierce. I have to tell you something. No Diddy. No Diddy.
Oh my goodness.
I'm no Diddy. No Diddy. I'm straight, but I'm hanging on by a hair. I'm hanging on by a thread. Because this is Pride Month. Give it up for Pride. All right? The LGBTQ community. By the way, while you're clapping, give it up for the H's too. The heterosexual. Who made all those other letters possible. None of those letters would exist without us breeders. If we stop doing what we're doing, then where will the LGBTQs of the future come from? Nowhere, because there's only one way to get here. That is a factory-installed vagina. I'm a big fan. Give it up for factory-installed vagina. None of you would believe it. You're a very docile crowd. Is this the Xanax mic? Are you here? Woo! Damn it! No, I'd just be quiet. But like if I were to go to 3 and you guys would have mutual orgasms across the room, I'm gonna try it. 1, 2, 3. Give it up! Woo! Man, I just don't know what to tell you. This you guys could do better than that. 1, 2, 3. Give me some more! Woo! I don't know what to tell you. I'm just happy to be here. I'm fucking happy to be here. I mean, this is the part of my act where you, all of you, just look at me and feel a little bit better about yourself. It's a gift to you. I get Hunter White is here. Did anybody ever tell you that you have this smoldering sensuality of a younger, hotter Lindsey Graham? Anybody
No, but I'll take it.
Oh! This is fantastic. I clap if you have children. If anybody here have children? No. No children. Okay. Any children or former children here? A round of applause. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I just celebrated 32 years of marriage.
Woo!
32 years with the same woman. And I want to tell you, I've evolved. She's changed me. I'm an evolved heterosexual. I know that no means no. Been married many years. I know even yes means probably fucking not. Probably not going to happen. But that's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Sarush. But I feel like it takes nobody even married here. Damn it! It's just me. Just me. Well, look, you can imagine what it's like to make love to the same woman over and over, over and over and over and over and over and over again. It takes sexual shenanigans to keep things at a fever pitch. You need to spice it up in the boudoir. You know what I mean? You need to play some games, and I don't think my wife is doing her part. She's cut down on sexual positions. She's cut down to 3, Jay, which is fine. But 2 of them don't involve me at all. Which is a little annoying. I don't know what to tell you. It's okay. My wife is 100% Filipina. She's a tiny Filipina, and I'm 100% Irish, which in LA makes our children tall Mexicans. Yeah, tall Mexicans. And we employ what's called the hall pass technique. Do you guys know what the hall pass is? Oh?
No.
Yeah.
Somebody wake Griffin up. He sees this.
Oh my God.
That's okay. Let us know when the drugs wear off.
Okay.
But we do the hall pass thing. My wife, her hall pass is Idris Elba. He's a hot guy. Idris Elba. She calls him Hot Black Jesus. She loves him. And my hall pass, of course, was Joan Rivers until she died. I have to draw the line somewhere. Then very briefly it was the Cholula hot sauce lady. You familiar with her?
Yeah.
She's hot. Turns out not even a real person. Not fair. So my hall pass now is, interestingly enough, Idris Elba. He's a very hot man. Very hot man. You guys, I can't wait till you get up here and get some of this. Get some of this! This is amazing. This is amazing. Big fun up here. Big fun. Man, I'm interested in the debate. The debate's going to happen on the 17th with Trump and Joe Biden. But I would like to have RFK on that stage too, shirtless.
Yeah.
I know, and she knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This guy's got a fucking hot body.
Yeah.
He's a hot guy. I'm not. Once again, no Diddy. But if he did go to jail, I'd go with him. He's a hot man. He is. Also, Charlie Sheen, I think, should be on that stage too. Remember Charlie? Winning. Like, he would be the appropriate vice presidential guy for Trump with the winning. We're always winning. And how did Charlie Sheen, with the Me Too movement, get away like he's fucking Teflon? The guy gave HIV to how many people? And he just fucking escaped it like he was Teflon. You know what I mean? I don't get it. How did that happen? Hefner? Remember you, Hefner? Remember that? Right when Me Too started, he died. That fucking guy had great timing. Am I wrong? Because everyone talks about R. Kelly. R. Kelly, and rightfully so, but R. Kelly is a tennis shoe pimp compared to Hugh Hefner. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Nothing. Nothing. He is a sneaker pimp. A sneaker. You guys don't know what a sneaker pimp is. But it's not a band, in case that's what you're thinking. It's sneaker pimp, but it's all right. I recently went to the urologist. Clap if you have a urologist. You have a urologist. God bless you.
God bless.
Yeah, because I'm 61. I just turned 61, so not bad, right? Like my face is pretty good. The face is pretty good. My neck is 73. And my phone knows it. It keeps on sending me coupons for turtlenecks. And of course my testicles are in a race for ground level. And the left one is in the lead. The left one does a lot of the heavy lifting. The left one is the senior partner. That's right. That's right. When I think about it, the ugliest part of my body is responsible for the most beautiful things in my life. You know what I mean? My children, first of all, I'm a lucky man. I have 3 beautiful children. Thank you. I do have 5, but 2 of them fucking annoy me. They're annoying. Here's a little hint, children. Once again, any former children here? If you call your parent by their first name, you are not the favorite. You are not the favorite. My son, Mandrake, calls me by my first name, which I think is his way of getting back at me for naming him Mandrake. Mandrake lives an alternative lifestyle. Well, one more time, give it up for the LGBT community. It's Pride Month. Give it up. And isn't it good that we live in a time where you can love who you want to love and be who you truly are? And if that's who he truly is, I've got to love him, right?
That's right. Because
I'd hate to think he just started sucking cock out of spite. Could be worse. He could be a vegan. Could be a vegan. You know, fuck you. Cashew butter? Fuck you! Vegans. The hardest thing for them to do is just keep it to themselves. Like fucking dietary Jehovah Witnesses. Stop it! Have enough of it. My favorite is my daughter. She's a criminal lawyer. She's 29. She's a criminal lawyer, and I paid for her education. I did. That's right. I did. I figured out I've educated her just to the point where she looks down on me. And here's a very interesting point. I have no education at all. I got what's called a GED, and if you don't know what that stands for, you probably have one too. Yeah, when she was in law school, she would constantly say, "We're gonna burn down the patriarchy, Dad. We're taking down the patriarchy. We're smashing the patriarchy." I found out the patriarchy is me. And I would just gently remind her that the patriarchy is the reason she has 0 student loan debt. The patriarchy been pretty fucking good to her. Wouldn't you agree? Not bad. Patriarch. But we went to eat at an Italian restaurant, and the hostess mistook us for a couple. Which happens, you know, outside of LA, people tend to marry or date within their fucking generation. But it's a different world, you know. They sat us down, and my daughter looked at me from across the table. She said, "No offense, Dad, but even if you weren't my dad, I would never sleep with you." I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, you're 61 and you don't have any money." That hurt. I said, "Well, you know, you're an independent woman, self-avowed. You're 29. You make 6 figures. You drive a Jaguar. Why are you still on the patriarchy's phone plan? When will that end? When does that ever end? Does it ever end? I don't think it does. I'm going to tell you something. You guys have been mediocre." No, I mean that sincerely. And I don't mean as an audience. I mean as human beings. You've been mediocre. But let's give it up for your hostess with the mostest. I'm Patty, P-A-D-D-Y-F-O-R-C-O-M-D-Y. And give it up for your mistress on this island of misfit toys, the one and only Sam Linderman. Give it up for her. At least give it up for her.
Give it up for Patty one more time, everybody. That's so funny. I can't recall the last time someone said 1, 2, 3, give me a mutual orgasm outside of here, and thank God for that. I mean, I can only thank God for that. I think this is a wonderful night, and I am I am. I mean, I'm not an actress. You know what I mean? As much as I try in my various Uber rides. I'll say one last thing about Uber. I mean, it's going downhill. I hear the drivers please, and I feel sorry. I do, because it's like the company's taking more from me and not giving to them, and then I'm like, I can't give you a $6 tip. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a hard math equation that forms. I would say one thing though. I got into a taxi a couple months ago, and I don't even think about like rides in terms of miles. I just think about it in terms of like Uber costs. So like this is about like an $8 taxi ride, and it was like $25. And something came up inside me. It was my mother, and I was like, you can't like burp it out. You know, you just have to say it. And I said, I know you don't want my advice, but this is why nobody talks to you anymore. Like, I was so mean. Like, it was like on the schoolyard. I don't know. It's like I don't drive. I'm scared to drive, so I shouldn't be talking. But who's ready for this next comedian? Woo! Is anybody? It's so fun. I don't know. This is a femme fatale. I'm so excited to see. Give it up for the one and only Angie Beagleman, everybody. Let's do it. Welcome.
Sam, pull me up.
Yeah. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. Patty,
Yeah.
is this mic on? Everybody's so loud except me. You're talking about marriage. I never got married. And you know why? I'm a psycho magnet. And I'll tell you why. I went on Tinder not too long ago, like 4 months ago, and I meet this guy and I thought, wow, might be the one. He was really good looking, he was smart, he was a nature boy, he loved animals, and he grew up in the Everglades. And I had a pet parrot that talked dirty. And I thought, wow, that's kind of cool, right? Until he brought the bird in the bedroom while we were having sex. Do you know the fucking parrot came before I did? We're finished having sex. I look up and the bird is smoking a cigarette. This is why I don't get married. Then I went on that Jewish dating site. What? No, plenty of gefilte fish. Leave it to me. I picked the only Jew in Miami with no money. Ira. Only a Jew could name their kid after a tax shelter. He was lazy though, really lazy. And after him, I dated an Arab guy. I lived in Beverly Hills, a lot of Arabs there. But we didn't get along too well. We had a language barrier. He always wanted me to speak fluid fellatio. And I'm kind of naive. I always thought cunnilingus was an Irish airline. You know, gee, you're from Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
St. Augustine, that's a beautiful town. I'm from Boynton Beach, which is a nice place to live if you're a lizard. I've been in Florida about 3 years now. I used to live down the street in Beverly Hills. And after 3 years, I've come to hate old people. And I'm becoming one of them. It just happens overnight. Patty will tell you that. I went from a 34 double D to a 38 long. Yeah. 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 I tell people that I'm from Florida here, they get all over my shit. Do they do that to you?
Yeah, they get real tense and.
Yeah, why? What's that about? It's like, you're from a red state, DeSantis sucks. Like, why? Because we have no homeless? You know, and the homeless, that's what really drove me out of Los Angeles. And everybody says, you know, Angie, you got to have more compassion for these people. They can't work. They have a drug and alcohol problem. Am I missing something? I have to go to work to support my drug and alcohol problem. In fact, I didn't even know I had an alcohol problem till I did my taxes. I had to list Jim Beam, Johnny Walker, and Don Julio as dependents. I come from a long line of drinkers, though. My mother liked to drink. She liked to drink vodka. Vodka, cream, and Metamucil. A white roughage. Yeah, the homeless. Give me a fucking break with those people. Get a job. Anybody here from a dysfunctional family? Yeah, like no shit. Who the hell is it? You got mental baggage? Fly United. They'll be sure to lose it. Yeah, you know, longevity is so overrated. I'll tell you that from living in Florida. Boy, I go to the grocery store, I see dead people. It's awful. But my father made it to 95 years old. Yeah. I hope that's not in my future. It looks ugly. Yeah, really ugly. And, you know, you'll see when you know, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, they get so cheap when they get older. It's horrible. My father was so cheap, he had a coupon for his own cremation. And that was to Sonny's Barbecue. And my father got married when he was 90. Can you believe that shit? To not to a young gold digger, to another old bag. And she was cheap too. She was so cheap. She was in the doctor like 4 times a week. And the doctors take advantage of the old people down there. He tells her, now by this time she's 93, he tells her she needs a mammogram. A mammogram? What are they going to do? Point the camera at her knees? Yeah. When I went back to Florida, I went back to live with my sister. And it just broke my heart. I didn't realize my own sister, my own flesh and blood, was a condo Nazi. What gave it away was she had 2 German shepherds, Ava and Adolf.
Oh my god.
I never saw a dog with a mustache before. And my sister is a psychologist, right? And she says, Angie, I think you're bipolar. Those are my pronouns now, bi and polar. And she says, I think it's you who needs to see a shrink. So I said, okay, I'll call your bluff there. So she set it up for me. But, you know, it didn't really work out too well. I think I slept with him too soon. Because in the morning we both wanted $500. She's a piece of work though. She's a college graduate from like Yale or Harvard. She went to Skidmore, which is up there with the nice schools, right? Oh my God, what a moron. She wanted to have a baby by artificial insemination. And I said, Jane, why don't you just pick up a guy and do it? Who's going to know the difference? She says, no. We want to make sure the father has good genes. Would you tell me what kind of good genes a guy has that jerks off in a jar for money? I don't know. I don't get it. You know, Sam, you had to pull me up on the stage here. Am I right? I broke my back.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that awful? And everybody says, Angie, how the hell did you break your back? Well, I fell off a mechanical bull. I didn't actually fall off. He tossed me aside for a younger broad. It was brutal. Last year I went to Florida, and not Florida, I was bored down there, so like an idiot, I went to India for a month. My God, that was brutal. I didn't realize the national drink for India was Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, that country stinks. Never go there. Hope there aren't any Indians in here. Good. Who's in there? Are you Indian? No. They're very nice people, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. In fact, the guy next door with the Taj Mahal bathroom, oh, he's Pakistani. No, he's from Bangladesh. I couldn't understand a word he was saying, though.
Gets it done.
Yeah, but y'all got to go check out the bathroom now. You're laughing. When you go in there, it's like the Taj Mahal. It's spit shine. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, but never go to India. That's a bad place. It stinks. Absolutely. So you're laughing. Are you from India?
No, but I've been there.
You have?
Yeah.
Where? Did you go to south or north?
Both. Yeah.
It's a nice, the people are really nice.
Yeah.
And everybody says, they're going to steal from you. But that's absolutely not true. They run after you to give you, like if you dropped your wallet or something. And I happened to go with a bunch of photographers and models, right? They were up at like 6 a.m. and I'm like, motherfucker, I can't do this anymore. Climbing the stairs to the temples and go without me. So one time they were going to go to the Taj Mahal and I said, forget it, I ain't going. Just Photoshop me in there, which they did. Well, we went to the, they call it the Ganga River, and it's the Ganges. We say Ganges and they call it Ganga. So that's where they, it's a filthy, filthy river. Really awful. But that's where they burn, they have like cremation right there by the river. Right? So there they are, and the photographers are all there trying to get the best shot. And a guy is standing there burning one of the bodies, and he has like a poker stick poking the body. But he's got his cell phone and his cigarette hanging out of his mouth as he's burning one of the bodies. I'm like, holy shit. So anyway, I got the light, And you guys have been a really good audience.
Thank you.
Introduce yourselves. Thank you.
Yeah!
Thank you. Angie Beagleman, yeah.
Please put your hands together one more time for Angie Beagleman, everybody. You can find her on Instagram, Angie Beagleman. And you found her tonight in this room. It's a beautiful night. I'm so glad to see everybody. How's everybody doing? Good?
Yeah.
Great. Next comedian coming to the stage. Welcome to the LA School of Comedy, Jay Doney, everybody!
Yeah.
What's up?
Keep it going for your host, y'all.
Woo!
Just kidding, I don't sound like that. They say it's not okay to mock the mentally handicapped, but Southern accents are just too fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Florida, though. Anybody else ashamed of where they're from? Yeah. I'm just kidding. I like being from Florida. Everybody's barefoot there. It's like the Shire. Speaking of talking shit on LA homeless people situation, when I was coming in, everybody was talking about how the homeless situation is pretty bad here, but it's just different, you know. Your guys' homeless situation is like, well, there's a lot of them, you know. In Florida, it's like they blend in. Like, you see a guy on the corner smoking meth in Florida, that's just who you gotta rent your paddleboard from. You know? You can't walk away. But yeah, so I drove here. I drove from Florida. It was a crazy drive. I saw lots of cool stuff on the way. I went to like a really shitty high school, so like one thing I really remember is driving by this super dope high school. I was like, damn, 2 stories, that's tight. But it was in Texas, and so they had like the ginormous football stadium, you know, because there's nothing to do in Texas except for go to high school football games. But I remember driving past it, and I always think the same thing. I was like, damn, I would have traded anything to go to a high school like that, you know, anything. And I kept on driving by, and the sign said, Texas High School for the Deaf and Blind. I was like, damn, I would trade most things to go to that high school. While I was in Texas, though, I stopped off at a golf course to, you know, play around. Usually quite a relaxing time. This time, though, I got kicked off the golf course for vaping. And the dude who did it was smoking a cigar. So I was like, oh, what, you guys don't allow smoking? He said, no, we just don't allow gay pussies. But I started keeping up with the news when I was on the road. I stopped watching the news, honestly, like right after the Ukraine war started. So I don't even know who won that. But I'm sure it's over by now, right? I mean, nobody would have taken it out of their profile picture if it's still going. You guys wouldn't do that. But no, I started keeping up with the news. I also read a headline the other day. It said, Donald Trump violates gag order for the 10th time. What a kinky little bitch Trump is, man. I never would have taken him to be the bratty, submissive type, but here we are. It's 2024. I'm learning that on the news. But I've been making healthier decisions lately, or at least trying to, since I've been here. Like, I'm a vegetarian now, or a drug vegetarian at least. I do like mushrooms and weed, the drugs that come from the ground naturally. You know, so like I stopped doing cocaine. Unless I find some on the ground naturally. But I've met a whole bunch of cool people since being here, you know. Everybody's artistic. I got a friend, she called me the other day. She was like, Jay, you gotta come over. I just finished my best painting ever. And I did it in all watercolors. And so I was like, no thank you. I know what blue looks like. That one's usually good for a fake laugh or two. I know what fake laughs sound like because I'm scared of my girlfriend. So I'm fake laughing all the time. But it's okay. I think it's actually like an alright thing, you know? Like, fake laughs are good, especially when your coworker won't shut up. But I think it's just like, I type LMAO in my phone often, but never am I laughing my ass off. So I think it's like a 90-10 thing. Like 90% of the time, my laugh's like, you know, ha ha ha. And the other 10% of the time, you know, I'm at a funeral. And it's very inappropriate to be laughing this hard at your grandmother's funeral. And that's all I really had planned. So thank you guys. Oh, at JAY_DOUGHTY. J-Dotty.
Give it up for Jay one more time, everybody. Welcome. Yes, go to the bathroom. Go right now. Go to the bathroom when I'm on stage or the host, but tonight it's me. Welcome to LA from Florida. That's great, guys. You know, it's Florida. I know it's like, and that's not maybe what you were saying, but like I think about Florida all the time. I really do. Our next comedian, I'm so excited, humbled, and I feel honestly warm to bring this member of our team to the stage. Please give an LA School of Comedy welcome back to CC, everybody.
CC!
Hey, y'all. My mom's in the crowd tonight. So we're gonna feel really good after a cry. You know what I mean? Just kidding. Before I start, Mom, I know I gotta have it memorized, but this one's on paper this time. How's everybody doing though? How's it going? It just started. I'm working with little kids today, but every day recently, and their hands are super sticky, and I don't like it. And they touch you, you know what I mean? Like I had a necklace on, and they were just touching that. They didn't really care. And this one kid, he walks over and he's like 5 years old, this little boy, and he's like, yeah, I don't like going too close to girls. I don't really like talking to them because they bite. You know what? That never changes, actually. That kind of keeps going on forever. But yeah. Let's see which one I want to do. Okay. Should I like tell my mom things that like she doesn't know about my childhood? Is that
Oh yeah. That's fun. Oh yeah.
Okay, so there's one time there was a bottle of water under my bed, right? And I believe you drank it because I remember. Because you were like, I don't want to waste water in this bottle, right? And I said it was cleaning fluid because I was cleaning before and I like wanted to mix it myself and make it healthy. It was vodka. And I'm sorry about that, Mom. I'm sorry. And I filled it back up with water. But you know what? That's come on. A lot of people do that. Also, this one I do feel really bad about, and this one is like why I think. I don't know if any of you guys know this in here, but I like dated a 40-year-old dude for a bit, and he like stole all my money, and I think this is karma for this. Okay, so I used to like make up friends and like make up my friends' birthdays and ask my mom to buy me Amex gift cards for their said birthdays. But my mom caught onto it. She's like, I don't remember that friend's name. And once like found one of the Amex, I was like, whoa, I don't even know what you're talking. That's weird. That's so crazy that I would do that, gaslight her. I definitely did that. And I definitely did like a Ponzi scheme, and I apologize, but it all came back around in the end. Found out today I'm maybe not easygoing. I kind of always thought about myself, right, Mom? It's like easygoing. Just chill, laid back. But turns out I might be high maintenance. Oh my god.
Just discovered that?
Yeah. I thought I got it. Yeah. Always the roast by the mom. They're always gonna get you guys. Yeah. So sometimes at the school too, like they get free lunches, and sometimes I like don't eat before, and I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of want to try that a little bit. But then you feel bad because it's the kid lunches. It's also like disgusting. But this one person left their like Nutella sticks there. You know the ones that's like Nutella and sticks on it. Yeah. And they're not supposed to have that because that's nuts. And it was really like. I didn't know what I was going to do because I really wanted to eat it. You know, it was unopened, but I was like, I got to throw this out because the kids are watching. I can't do that. You know what I mean? I should eat before I go to work, probably. That's that one. Oh, this was something funny. And Mom, you'll appreciate this. And so will Patty. I think it's just funny how, like, parents spend their whole life, like, saving money, you know, earning it. Rising up in a social class to give their kids like really good schooling, get them set up in a really nice town with a really nice high school just for their kids to be like, fuck you, I hate this high school. Everybody sucks here. You know what I mean? It's not, I like it. I'm from Long Island, guys, by the way. Every thrift store in Long Island is a Home Goods, so. No, but I love it. I grew up thinking that like the Christian population is the one that's being prosecuted, you know what I mean? That's not the case though. You get out of the Long Island bubble, you realize that's not the case.
Yeah, but this past weekend I went to Joshua Tree. Yeah, so fun. Desert people are desert people. You know what I mean? Like, they are, and I love that for them. But it was really nice. Our Airbnb didn't come with a pool, so we got a blow-up pool Instacarted. Instacart, great service. Came in like 20 minutes. It was amazing. And it's this 10 by 3 foot pool. Like, it was big. It could, you know the pictures too of the people like really happy in this like really uncomfortable blow-up pool? You know, the one, the dad's here, he's like smiling, and the mom's like drinking a martini. You know, it wasn't quite like that when we finally did blow up the pool and got into it, you know, but it was something. And like one day when I have my own pool, you know, I'm gonna appreciate that blow-up pool. You know what I'm saying? No, all right, nobody here has a blow-up pool. Okay, maybe you should try it. This is my impression of dads on the phone with the dads on their phone with the phone company. All right, now what's the bandwidth speed on that one if we get that plan? If we upgraded that, because I got 6 kids still on my phone plan, can you believe that? So what's the bandwidth speed, and are we talking AT&T here or Verizon? Because I want to go with the better competitor. And this is my impression of moms listening to my music. Oh, okay. I can't really hear it. Okay, I don't hear that part. I don't remember you majoring in music, and I don't like how you're saying things about yourself and your body here. But I can hear this part, like this part. Don't like what you're saying, but I can hear this part at least. Yeah, I think if my future partner's parents don't like me, or not even that they don't like me, if there are just things about them that they're like, they looked down on me for, I can be like, you know what? My parents also don't approve of that. Okay, like, yeah, I tattoo. You guys don't like that. My parents don't like that. It's kind of why we're a perfect family now. Yeah. And for Gay Month, I was thinking about this, and there was not really a ton of support for the gays in the community where I went to high school. I think it's changed now, definitely, but there wasn't. And what support there was just the music teachers. That is I don't know if that's everyone else's experience as someone who is in the LGBT community in the United States, but it's the music teacher and the band teacher, and that is your resources. They do 2 times the emotional labor and get half the pay. Let's go, America. And then I also have a little songy song I'm gonna do, if that's okay.
Yeah.
It's to the Muppet or a Man soundtrack, if you guys know that song. There's like a little thing that goes before it. There's some words and stuff, so I'll say that. Okay. So this is like, pretend this is like a scene happening, okay? You don't want it. Okay, so Connor holds up his hot dog, right, and waves in his friend's face. That's what's happening, okay? You don't want it because you're vegan. Okay, don't stop. I'm not vegan, dude. Stop it. Yeah, bro, you totally are. Why would you even say that? Your whole pantry is full of meatless meals and dairy-free drinks. I have salmon. Besides, I just like the taste. Nobody likes the taste of vegan cheese, dude. Admit it. LA changed you. You're not the same anymore. You're vegan. Now James takes it. I reflect on my grocery selections, and I ask myself the question, why do I buy veganless meat, cheese, and risotto? Oh, I don't know. Am I a vegan? Sing it with me! Or do I just live in LA? Live in LA. If I'm a real vegan, then I'm very, very quiet about it. Am I a vegan, or do I just live in LA? Live in LA. If I'm a vegan due to location, then that's cause for consideration. And that's how far I got on that one. Thank you guys. You can find me on Instagram at Trezza with 4 H's at the end, TREZZAHHH, and then just Trezza on Spotify.
Woo! Come over Cece one more time. It's Cece's mom! Woo! Your mom's here, guys. Mine's scared to come, and no, I'm kidding. A little bit she is. She came with Suda without me. Like, it was like, isn't that funny? I don't know. I'm glad that they're hanging out. I'm so excited. I know I say I'm so excited for every comedian, but I am. This next comedian, please welcome him to the stage. Give it up for Sarush, everybody!
Give it up for Sam. Such a lovely, lovely person. I'm doing good tonight. Woo! Actually, would you like to say anything? I will give you part of my time if you'd like to say something.
No.
Nothing?
No. I hate LA traffic. That's all I can say.
It's true. Same deal.
How did you feel about your mom being up here?
I would love her to go here.
No. Like, how did it feel to, like, when you were saying it? Because, like, if my mom was in the crowd and, like, my mom doesn't laugh at any of my jokes. I would feel scared.
I thought she kind of has to laugh at the jokes, you know, because like there's a crowd around.
She
so
seems
was,
nice.
Yeah. I feel like Loki, I do better when she's in the crowd. So.
Aww.
So that's what it's like to feel support. It's nice to feel otherwise support. She fell asleep once in my set. Yeah, I performed one set in the one night, and right before I was trying it out on my mom, and I was like, no laughter. I was like, this is gonna be a rough night, and then everyone laughed at the set. So I was like, what's going on? And then one time I did a somersault. I was in Africa, and like there were these little kids that were basically just doing somersaults on the field. They would just literally jump on a rock and then flip. And I was like, oh my god, that looks like so much fun. And I try it, and like first of all, like if you're like in a country where like everyone looks so much different than you do, like I was shocked just to have that many people look nothing like, or not okay, sorry, let me just go back around. Being in America, like you see everyone, you know, you see people who are, you know, people who are from India, who are like heritage wise, like Japanese, Mexican, everything. So it's like you feel like, oh wow, everybody's mixed. But you go to a country and everyone's like all the same. They're like, I didn't. It's not racist, but it's just weird. Anyway, so anyways, like they look at me and they're like, what the fuck? And like I get swarmed by all these kids. But I go over there and like I try and do the jump and the somersault, and I just eat it. I like fall on my back. I'm like scarred. I'm like, all right. The kids cheer again. I'm like, they cheer my pain, and then I go back around and I do it again. Even worse this time. I was like, I thought I got it. They made it look so easy. Anyways, I show a video to my mom. I've never heard her laugh more in my entire life. I swear to God. Laughter. I was like, Mom, you never laughed at any of these jokes, any of the jokes that I say. And she's like, this is actually funny though. She would share, she never shares anything to any of her friends, but she showed this video to all of her friends. I feel like you might have a similar mother.
I feel you.
She's a fun lady. I get nervous on stage, so I'm just trying to speak from joy instead of fear. So that's why I'm quiet. So if you guys feel uncomfortable, you can also feel happy that I'm also happy. So we'll see. Or just confused. You could also feel confused. Let's see. Where are you? I'm like gonna try and see. Okay. So Jackie's looking this way. Because she's not looking at me at all. She's looking at the phone.
She's killing it right
now. So if I perform to Jackie, if I'm looking this way. Jackie, I love your collared shirt. I like it. You're keeping it consistent. It's great. Maybe you can wear a tie. I think you're going a little too relaxed. I think you should wear a tie maybe next time. Maybe a blazer. You're still so scared. Yeah, you just gotta pull it together. Just look at your competition. They are so. Look at them. Very put together. How much time we got?
After talking to Jackie so much.
6 minutes. I got 6 minutes off?
6 minutes.
Cool, fantastic. I love how some people are very like, they're very like courteous to the audience. They're like, I don't want to make them sit through a lot of things if they don't have to. Like this gentleman over here, and you're really just like, ran out of my material. I'm just gonna keep going. Meanwhile, I just show up, no material. I'm like,
I would if I could.
I have no. You can definitely do this.
It'll be even worse than this.
Oh!
That's not what I meant.
Oh! No, you gotta own that shit. You gotta own the burn.
Passive-aggressive heckler.
I love the hecklers who don't even mean it. They're just like, I didn't, but I shouldn't. It is, I mean it, but like I don't. I wish it came out a different way. I am a tutor right now, teaching some kids, and I like told them I teach like calculus. So but they put me with everybody. So I've like sometimes I've like first graders, sometimes I have 8th graders, sometimes I have calculus students, whatever. And one time they gave me a kid with OCD and ADHD. Okay, just great kid, amazing kid. And I'm not trained at all. And the fact that they just gave them to me, I'm like, are you sure? I don't know if I might hurt the child. Like there's something I would do accidentally. But they give them to me, and we're working on stuff. And like as we're working, he's like, oh, like they give me like, I don't know if you know this, but they can kind of be like a really like focused and tunnel vision. So if you tell them, if you disagree with them, they can get pretty angry. So they're like, oh, he's like, oh, like they let me play video games and like, you know, all this stuff, like whenever in my breaks. And I was like, I don't know about that. Let me go check. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna play video games until we go. And I'm like, okay, great. So I go upstairs, I check. They're like, that's fine, just a little bit. And then I get downstairs, and he has like 6 tabs open, and they're all video games. And he's like, they're set to 15 minutes, like a 15-minute game. I'm like, well, you can do video games, but we gotta do like 3 minutes. And he's like, I said 15 minutes. I can't do more than 15 minutes. I have to do 15 minutes. This is not fair. You said 15 minutes. I was like, I didn't say 15 minutes. And then I was like, oh no, what do I do? And he said no, and he starts to thrash, and he hits one of the foldable walls that they have. So a girl that's on the other side gets hit in the face. And I'm like, oh no. And he's like, and I'm like, oh no, like, I'm like, okay, like, do you want to say something to her? And he's like, I gotta play my video games. I don't want to, I'm like, no, but like, she's like, she's hurt. And he was like, he's like, oh yeah, she's hurt. And I'm like, no, but like, you gotta say sorry. He's like, okay, I'm sorry. So he gets back to the video games, and then like, I basically said I had to noodle my way. I finally got him out of the video games. We were working, and then as we're working, he lets out a little toot. And I'm trying to be like a supportive person, so I'm like, I don't know if I should toot to like match action, match tone. And I don't have, let's just say I don't have the same strength that he does, so I just didn't. And
want me to read your minds?
Huh?
No.
So I'll just finish up the story. I eventually, what else was kind of funny about that? We get done. He perfectly timed the game so that it had like we finished up, but like as we do the game, it was like the last 5 minutes of the time that we were gonna be with each other, and he played for the rest of the day, and like that was pretty much, I didn't have much control over it. And how much I got? That's pretty
I
much
think you're done.
Okay, have a great rest of the night.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at SOROUSHEETADAL.
Give it up one more time for Sarush, everybody. You gotta go now. We have 2 comedians left. How do you guys feel about that? So excited.
Yeah.
What a nice night. We got the new, we got the, I don't want to say old, that's rude, tried and true. No, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be your host. I love you guys so much, and I'm so excited to bring up these last 2 comedians. Please, please, please clap your hands together for the one, the only Anya, everybody. Come on. It's Anya.
Woo! Oh, yay!
Alright. Let's get the energy up, right?
Woo! Woo!
Tell people how goes it. We got some family ties in the audience. That's hard. I love that, bruh. Family. I feel like I'm in Fast and Furious. Alright, let's chop. I don't know. I'm like, what do I have that's new that I want to work on? I was recently hanging out with one of my homies, and I realized you can't really smoke with everybody. Like I thought like, because I started smoking in college, which I thought was late, so I'm thinking like the amount that I smoke is regular, you know. But you know, LA just has a different quality of weed, I guess, for some people, and it just affects people differently. And I was at this event with my homies, and we all just smoking this chill, and then he just like looks at me. He looking at me real confused looking, and I was like, "Why are you looking like this?" Like he looking at me like he's like has something like really profound to say. So I'm getting nervous. I'm like, "Bro, what?" Why? He's like staring at me. He's like, "I'm bilingual." I said, "What?" I'm like, it's so random. I'm like, bro, this nigga's from Compton. Like, what are you talking about bilingual? I mean, not that you can't be bilingual, but it's very random because I know this nigga don't know other languages. And this nigga's like, nah, I'm bilingual, bro. Like I know Spanish, like completely. And I was just looking him in the face. I'm like, no, like no. And he like, exactly, nigga. Like I get that. Like that's Spanish. I'm like, bro, this nigga, bro, that's fucked up. You can't just use the one word that goes to both. We not passing you the blunt no more. You done. You done with the weed. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I was like, bro, are you serious? Like, this nigga's so serious. Looking at me like, bro, I'm bilingual. What are you talking about, bro? Niggas was tweaking. And speaking of weed, bro, I don't know. It was cool. I don't know. Smoking was cool, but I really got into edibles. I like the secret high. Like I'm getting high and nobody knows. But you feel me? It's like my own personal mission, my own personal journey. Like nobody else is involved. You know, I like that. But some people judge me. They're like, "Oh my God, you buy edibles, bro? That's so fucked up. Like, how you doing your job taking edibles, bro? Like that's crazy." I'm like, well, first you get the cash and you go to the store, you buy the edibles. Like it's very easy to do it. I don't know why you're asking me so many questions. But I think it's bigger than me. It's not just for me. This is for the community. All right, I don't do this for myself. Because I'm spending cash and I'm buying these edibles, but when I get my change, I don't tip. I'm going back to the community with that. The homeless population is actually eating off of me taking edibles. It's a trickle down, right? You know, governments, they be using the same thing. It trickle down. It works. Other people are eating. Imagine if I stop taking edibles. There's a lot of people that'll be hungry. I have to do this for them. It's bigger than me. But it's really crazy because people hear that like, "Oh my God, Anya, you are such a good person, bro. Like you giving money out to the community all the time. Like you're so nice. You're a great person." And I had to like take that with a grain of salt because actually, I don't know. I grew up in like the hidden camera show era, right? And I used to watch What Would You Do all the time. Like y'all watch that show with John Quinones, the racially ambiguous host. It's a real good family show. Most immigrants know it. That's why it's the host, racially ambiguous. But we're not gonna talk about this too much. But I always dreamed of being on that show. Like that was always like my fantasy. Is like I'm at the grocery store or something. Like the lady in front of me is like struggling, like she's tapping her something. I can't afford this milk and formula for my baby. How will I feed my family tonight? I'm $10 short. I'm like, know what? Yeah, here's my wallet. Here's actually, ma'am, here's 20. John Quinones comes around the corner. Why did you help her today? Oh my God, John, it's you! I be so lit. I be jumping and shit, excited, waving at the cameras. Hi, Mom! You know, when niggas get on camera, they forget how to wave like a normal person. You gotta do the arm breaking. That's my dream, though. That's my dream. Weird dreams. Like people see van, like I see like a van, like an unmarked van outside of the grocery store. Like I don't think kidnap. I think what would you do could happen today. Like I'm locked in on being nice. But that's my story. That's why I do that. But there was one particular moment. I was leaving a weed shop, and I seen a homeless dude walking up to me. I was like, "Oh, I bet. Like here's your opportunity. Like I'm finna bless this man. I'm finna change his life right now with these $3." And he's like, man. I'm like, excuse me, sir. He says, weed or meth? I had cash. That's the third option. I'm very confused. Weed or meth? It's two totally different vibes, sir. You can't be smoking weed, listening to Wiz Khalifa, smoking Western whiskey. It doesn't make. You gotta pick and choose the life you want to live, basically. I don't know. You can't do both. It's two different vibes. And then secondly, do I look? I have meth on me. Like, is meth a shareable drug? Like, I would not be. If I'm leaving the house and like, hey, that outfit is low-key giving meth. I'm changing. I don't want to wear the outfit that's giving meth. I don't want people to think that I have that. I was in uniform for work, so I'm like, is this the meth giver outfit? I don't know. And thirdly, I look, I have a bounty of meth, like meth to share. Like, is meth a shareable drug? Like, people really just be giving it out like that? Like, what is going on in the community, in these streets? We gotta figure this shit out. I was very perplexed. For real. I'm trying to really get to y'all some new stuff though, guys. We gotta really work on some such and such soon. We got shows booked apparently.
When and where?
I'm trying to find out too. Let's book them. That's crazy. All the Boeing shit going on in the news, bruh. I love my friends, but they be trying me with this shit. That's why all my jokes is about my friends. Cause I be talking to these niggas like I'm saying that on stage. But all the Boeing shit going on, and you know, me and my friends, like we were really talking about it. Cause like first the plane fell off the building, and then like there was like the landing gear issues, and then like there's this thing that can mess up on the plane and then force the plane to go upwards, and then the pilot has to struggle to fix. It's crazy, right? It's a weird time in aerospace and in life. But my homie, he was like, we were talking about the shit, and he's like, see, man, that's why I could only fly Spirit, bro. These other planes be doing too much. I said, oh, that's why you fly Spirit, nigga? That's why. Like, he'd love to just sprinkle that in, like, we like just confess that now. Like, you fly Spirit because, no, sir, we understand it's the price. Spirit is a crazy, I've only flown Frontier, and that's as close to Spirit as I want to get. That was insane. Like, wow. I still, like, reminisce about that sometimes, like, the way that plane was so cold. And I was like, can you adjust the AC? She's like, no, you didn't pay for that. I'm like, I didn't pay for that. I like to sit in the seat right behind first class because I like to inspire myself. Like, I like to be motivated the entire flight, you feel me? Because I like to see what they getting that I'm not getting where I'm at. You feel me? I want to see the difference. They be trying to pull that curtain, but I be looking through the middle and just dreaming the whole flight. Like, what's like, oh, so I don't deserve the spaghetti? The plain spaghetti I don't deserve? All right, one day I will partake in the spaghetti. One day, the plain spaghetti will be mine. I can't wait. Can't wait. See, I'm a dickhead. When I get first class, I'm gonna walk my spaghetti all the way to the back. Like, oh, this is the bathroom? Oh, not for first class? First class, use the bathroom in the front? Oh, my bad. Oh, y'all didn't get this? No. That's why I be wondering. I'm like, low key, when I think like about my situation in life, like financially, I'm like, I am not mature enough to have good money yet. Like, I feel like I'm still growing as a person. You feel me? Like, I still have, like, flexor tendencies. Like, I be doing shit with money that you don't need to do. But I'm playing scratchers now, guys. I'm giving up on any other work or anything. I'm just playing scratchers with the last of my money. You feel me? Like, I feel like the only work I'm willing to do to make money at this point in my life is moving that coin back and forth. Like, that's all I really can do now. Like, I've just given up on a lot of other things, you know. I just, one day though, let it scratch your head. Y'all gonna hear about it. No, you won't. I won't say nothing, but there will be signs. You know, people be saying that. There will be signs. Unnecessarily flashy shit. What am I saying? Thank you. We can close this. I kind of wanted to work on this. We can work on this. I said, there's gonna be 3 things you're allowed to lie about on a first date. You're allowed. I'm allowing this. The 3 that I think everyone should be allowed to lie about. First off, your zodiac sign. If you know what's compatible with her, just say you're that. That you just gotta start on a good foot. I understand. Later on, you're like, actually, I'm not a Leo. She'll laugh. Ah, funny. We met. He told me he was this, and I thought we'd be great. And then we got along, and then I was like, actually, he's not that, but we still get along. I don't know if it's all right. Okay, we move on. It's okay. You can lie about that. It's fine. I'll allow it. Secondly, how many cat videos you watch. I understand that me, as a 27-year-old man, watching an inappropriate amount of cat videos. They're lit. I don't know why I enjoy them so much. They're so cute. He's like, they had a little video. I think I sent it to you. They dressed him up like LeBron James. I'm like, what the hell? This little cat LeBron. Like, I don't know why I watch them. I don't know why I'm addicted, but I can't stop, and I'm not going to tell you how much I watch. I'm gonna lie. Thirdly, and this one kind of shakes the room, so I don't know. Strap in if you're not strapped in. You're allowed to lie about how much Chris Brown music you listen to. The man has a lot of great songs. They're very catchy. I don't know, people sometimes judge me for that. I told some girls, like, hey, I listen to Chris Brown. She said, how could you? I said, it's on Apple Music, Spotify, it's on every social media. What do you mean? Like, how do I do it? I just play it. I'm not asking nigga for relationship advice. I'm just listening to the music. I don't know what. There's nothing wrong with listening to this. It's catchy. Fuck, I don't know. But, I don't know, I see some people really polarized by that one. So let's bring the room back together. You guys are already on YouTube.com. You guys should go to Treza's page and watch her new video just dropped recently. Deconstruct It, right? Turn up, yeah. TREZA, turn up, yeah. Love that. And I'm on West, it's on YEWST. Clap it for Sam, come back to the stage. Yeah.
Give it up for Anya, everybody. I hate to break this to you, but our Manic Monday is coming to an end. Welcome back. What's that? Oh my God, Jackie! Give it up for Jackie, everybody! Come on, seriously. You know I'm better out here, but you guys gotta wait for that one. But we have one headliner tonight. I'm so glad you guys waited. Please give it up for the one and only Hunter White, everybody.
Yeah! Keep it going for Sam. I messed up. I had to pee like 45 minutes ago, but I was like, I'm a support, and now I need to call my urologist back. Happy June. Everybody glad it's June. Y'all know what that means? June is, I learned, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, apparently. Nope, not Pride Month. Apparently Men's Mental Health Awareness. I didn't know that. Now that I do, find it a little homophobic. Like, why do we have to make June Men's Mental Health Awareness Month? Right? Like, what? That's gay pride, right? Although when you think about it, what is gayer than men's mental health? It's fine. It's fine. High school me would have felt that. No, my parents are divorced, but I don't blame my problems on that. I blame my problems on them as people. Cause like my mom was like a psychic bus driver and my dad was an evangelical tennis coach. So like I wasn't an accident, but you could argue I was a mistake. Right, just like logistically, I feel like it makes sense. Yeah, also, by the way, anyone else with OCD just constantly bothered by this? Just, that's fine. Yeah, you were right, Patty. This energy, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sweating like Joe Biden in a memory test. But we're chilling. I'm gonna do some newer stuff. I got some new shoes recently. Thank you, they are dirty. I went to go buy some new shoes and I got real high, so I got in my head about it. And like I wanted to do right in the world because with all the like social unrest. So I got to the store and I got a pair of New Balances, right? And I did no research into this, but like the impression I get of Nike is that they use child slaves. But like the impression I get of New Balances is that they use like kind out of work old people. right? Like, I feel like, I don't know, it feels like New Balances were made for and by octogenarians with back problems. I'm trying to figure it out. You know, sometimes you just gotta be like, I just gotta get up there and deal with it. So, I'm not trying to make a statement here, but the thing I noticed about like black dudes is they really take care of their shoes. Right, like I pointed out earlier how my New Balances are dirty, because like if you didn't know better, just like as a culture, I feel like dirty shoes are just a celebrated part of whiteness. Right, but like black people don't do that. They can resell their shoes for actual money. There is an economy built up around black people's shoes. We don't resell our shoes. White people don't resell our shoes. We give it to our aunt. She'll make a quilt out of it, like the 30s. Right? Like maybe that upcycle will go to Etsy, but that's about where we stop. Just buying Ray Dunn and making quilts. Thank you, I'll take it. Hacky premise alert. Men and women, we need different things, right? I think I realized this, like, as a man, I'm, like, specifically looking for the least amount of intimacy in my friendships. Right? Like, my best friend right now, I don't know his name. He works at the gas station. He asks me how my day is. I'm honest. Right? Like, he knows nothing about me, but he offers 50-cent coffee and just amount, fuck that up. I forgot. It's fine. I am dealing with mental illness, yay. No, I talk about it all the time, but what I realized is that you gotta pick your lane with mental illness, right? Like, you can't listen to everybody, you can't listen to every podcast, read every book, because shit gets weird. And one person's solution, not gonna work for everybody. Like, if you can get up and run at 5 a.m., cool. If you can do an, oh fuck, what was it? All right, so we're gonna boop, 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 boop. Okay, so can you get up and run every day at 5 a.m.? Cool. Do you do yoga all the time? I don't think you need Klonopin. Like, you might, but that's for you and a doctor. Are you medicated up the wazoo like a 1950s housewife? You don't need a vision quest. Look, all right, if your secret is Nicorette and gospel music, you do not need an ice bath. I think I said ice bath earlier and fucked the joke up, but we're just gonna act like it's fine. I don't know. Maybe I should just say fuck it and go back to church. I don't know if that's like the route for me to take, like going back to church. Like on paper it would make sense because I was like raised in the Christian church. And like, I don't know, back in the day, a couple thousand years ago, I could get into it, right? Like wizened elders passing on like tales of wisdom. But have you seen church recently? Right? It's not wizened elders. It's like a Christian rock band open up for a dude named Andy. Now, is Andy a cool guy? Yeah. Does he have some ideas? Yeah. None of them are his, and he wears cheap suits and polo shirts. I'll take my cosmic lessons from TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. Thank you. Sometimes you just say something, you're like, oh, I'll use that. And just sit down. Match you guys' energy.
Yeah.
So in the year of our Lord 2024, I have created my own religion. That's right, I say my own religion, everybody. I say, wake up!
Wake up.
Wake up, that's right. What is your religion about, Hunter? Nothing. There is no glass. Existence is exploration. And here's the thing. I fucked that joke up. It's half written. It's not right. But here's the point. I can get on stage in the year 2024 of our Lord, and nothing I can say will be as crazy as Kanye West being a Nazi. There we go. I need an ending to that. It's not a joke yet. But in all serious, I started meditating more. I'm doing more yoga. They tell me listen to my body. I say, what if I have trust issues? Thank you. It's fine. We're gonna be okay. I don't know about me, but we are gonna be okay. Because like a lot of people blame problems on like older generations. That's not fair. I don't think older generations are bad people. I don't think they're malicious, but I do think they had radioactive children's toys, so cut them a break. Right? You guys know what radium is? Radioactive stuff they used to put in children's toys, in watches. They put lead in Lunchables. What I'm trying to say is we're playing a different game. Sometimes you just yell and it kind of is fun. And it's official, guys. We're weighing on pop culture. After this whole Drake-Kanye beef, it's official. Being a pedophile, no longer a completely acceptable and welcomed way to get ahead in business. Now, I was worried because I was like, wasn't into the whole pedophile thing. And I was like, oh no, I'm ruining my career. But huzzah, now Drake's a pedophile, we're safe. I don't know what that was. No, we're never safe. I'm never safe. No one's safe. I'm okay.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but I do like it got me back into hip hop despite my visual appearance. I do like hip hop. I got back into DMX. Who is not familiar with DMX? Are you familiar with DMX, ma'am?
No.
All right. So DMX
You have one person.
is the greatest. And, DMX is the greatest. There has been nobody like him. There will never be anybody like him. Here's why I like DMX, right? Have a couple thousand people put on a banging concert. Then he'll lead a bunch of people in like prayer, some really wild stuff. Then he'll bark like a dog and threaten to murder you. It's awesome.
People pay for this.
People do pay for it. People pay for this. It's something to think about. I'm a big fan of women's sports. I think that's cool. But can we get professional intramural softball next? Right? Can like office pools and rehab people have a chance for stardom? I'll leave on this. You guys have been an audience. Yeah. I think socialism is pretty cool. I just think the messaging has been really messed up. Right? Like I feel like the people selling socialism online is like if vitamins were sold by Taco Bell. Right? Like, I feel you, but like your hair looks like Baja Blast, you're covered in Dorito dust. Like what are we doing? Can we get like a more Morton Steakhouse vibe? Like that's where, or like even the Cheesecake Factory, like is that where Marx will be? I don't know. It's up to George Soros. And my name is Hunter White. You guys have been fun. You can find me on the internet at My Name is Hunter, and next week at the Dead.
Okay. Clap it up for your headliner tonight, Hunter White, everybody! It's been a fabulous night. I literally could not do it without you guys. Please give it up for our team, Jason, Cece, and Jackie! And good night. Good night, Los Angeles. Good night, New York. Please go to bed. It's late. We're gonna have a show on July 20th, honestly. It's my first I'm saying it. It's like, these are obviously my most trusted confidants. Like, I would trust you guys, but no, I'm kidding. I would. But July 20th, we're having a show right here. And I've been Sam. Good night. Thank you. You ready? Huh.